Hello everyone, welcome to Dancing with Bella. I missed the fuck out of you guys. I know I've been MIA for a while and I'm back. So I did promise you guys a video on questions to ask customers. So let's get into it right now. If you guys haven't watched my last video, go ahead and go click on it. I give you guys a lot of conversation tactics that you guys can learn. Like I said, everything that I said might not work for you, but it's just an idea of how I work. So let's get to it. What you want to do is ask the customers open-ended questions. You don't want to use closed-ended questions, or how do you say it? Whatever. You don't want the customer to answer you with just yes or no. You want to get into the details, so you want to ask questions where they could kind of explain themselves to you and get to know them. So you want to help them find what they like to do or what they like in general. The first couple questions I like to ask is, what's your name? How's your day been? What have you been doing today? What have you been getting into or whatever? Just stuff like that. Usually my next question is, have you ever been here before? Have you been to this club? Have you been to any other clubs? What club do you like to go to the most? Or just questions like that. Just kind of getting to know the customer and see if they've ever been to a strip club. There's some people who've never been to a strip club before and they don't know what to expect. And maybe they've been to other strip clubs, but they haven't been to your strip club, so they don't know how everything works at that club. So kind of get an idea if they've been there before. Usually I'll ask that question if I've never seen them before. If I have seen them before and I just haven't had the opportunity to talk to them, I'll basically say, hey, I've seen you. I just haven't had the opportunity to talk to you. How do you like this club? How do you like the girls that work here? Or stuff like that, you know what I mean? My next question would be something in the sense of, are you from this area or are you from out of town? Every strip club has different types of clientele. So when I was working at DFW, the club I was working at was close to the airport. So most of the clientele we had was from out of town. Basically, I would ask them if it was their first time flying into Texas or if they've ever been to that area. I will also ask them if they're visiting someone or they're on business or they're on vacation or whatnot. Kind of getting an idea of what their whole purpose of being in that area is, I guess. And if they are from that area, I usually won't ask them where they live or anything because I think that's kind of weird. But I will ask them something in the sense of, were you born and raised here, or did you live somewhere else before, or something like that. And again, I want to mention that each question always leads to another question. So you have to be curious about the conversation. That's the only way where more questions will pop up. So basically, I just go with my gut, and whatever question I have for them, whatever I'm interested in, I'll ask them. If they are from out of town, I'll ask them if they have any plans while they're there other than looking at beautiful women. And usually they'll tell me, oh, I'm just here on business for a couple days, or yeah, I'm actually going to this place or this place, and then they'll start telling you their story. Also, how long are you going to be here for? Are you going to be here for a week or 2 days? If they're here for a week, be like, oh, that's cool, you know, like, so does that mean that you can come back and see me or something like that? I don't know. Like I said, I just go with my gut and just questions pop up. So once I break the ice and stuff, I'll just come up with random questions like, do you like sports? And what kind of sports do you like? Do you play any sports? What's your favorite team? Have you ever been to a real football game? Have you ever been to a basketball game? Also, what do you like to do for fun? What are your hobbies? What catches your attention? If they like to hunt, or if you like to read books, hike, I don't know, whatever. Let them explain to you, and ask them more questions. If they like to go fishing, ask them where they like to go fishing, lakes, rivers, the ocean. If they like to read books, what type of books do you like? Do you like fiction? Do you like nonfiction? What kind of movies do you like? Do you like horror, drama? What's your favorite movie? If they like to hunt, ask them what they like to hunt. Do they like to hunt quail or deer or hogs? How do they hunt? Do they hunt during season time? Build your questions up. The more curious you are, the more questions you will have. And I'm going to keep repeating that because that's the easiest way I can describe this whole process. You got to find common ground and try to make a connection. Also, what's your favorite food? Do you like Mexican food? Do you like Italian food? Asian food? I don't know. Caribbean food. Ask them if they know how to cook, what their favorite dish to cook is. I also like to ask the customers what they like to drink. So most of the clubs I work at sell alcohol, and usually the customers will have a drink on their table. I'll usually be like, what are you drinking? Is that your favorite alcoholic beverage? Do you like other stuff? If I run out of questions, then I'll kind of scope around the club and see what else I can ask them. The drink question kind of ties into that. Sometimes I'll run out of stuff to ask, and then that's when I'll ask. And also, there's always music playing in the background at the strip club. So basically, I'll ask them, hey, do you like this song? If they say, no, I don't know this song, or yeah, I do, then I'll be like, what other kind of music do you like? Or what music do you like? Do you like rap, hip hop, cumbias, salsa? I don't know. Ask them who their favorite artist is, or who they rather listen to. I'll usually try to stay off the family subject, but if some way or another it comes up, then I feel like, okay, then let's talk about your family. Are you married? How many kids do you have? What are their names? How old are they? Kind of getting to know their family, and just, yeah. So my favorite question to ask is if they like to travel. I love to travel, and I don't get to do it as much as I want to. So basically, I'm always curious about where they've traveled to or where they've been. And then I'll start my questions like, where have you been? What was your favorite place that you've been to? Or what's a place that you haven't been to but you want to go to? They'll start telling me, oh, I've been to Bora Bora, or I've been to Jamaica, I've been to the Bahamas. I don't know. Ask them, how's the culture over there? The food, the weather, the ocean. I don't know. Just kind of get into it and start asking them questions. Like I said, go based on questions that you want to know about them, or that you're curious about them, because if you're not connected to them, then there's not going to be anything to talk about, and you want to kind of get to know them, like I said. So go back to my other video and go look at my conversation tactics. This was just basically a quick overview on questions that I like to ask. Hopefully I gave you guys a good idea on what you guys can ask as well. Like I said, not everything that I say works for everyone, so make sure you kind of feel comfortable with the questions that you're asking. I promised you guys this video a month ago, and I'm finally getting to it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my video. I love you guys so much. If you guys have any more questions, comment down below. Also, make sure to check out my Instagram, my Snapchat. I don't really get on Instagram, but I do get on Snapchat. I haven't been on Snapchat in forever, but I'm going to try to get back into it and Snapchat a little bit more. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye guys.